I've done several hobbies over the years. I've made baskets and whatever. I have a tendency to start it and to get kind of good at it, and then I drop it and go into something new. But I am never at a loss of what to do. Another hobby I have is I do the genealogy newsletter that's on the web. And so that does take some time, and I also answer queries occasionally, and that takes some time.
Have you published any books or articles, or have you applied in any books, awards and recognitions that you've received? You want to tell us about it?
Broadfoot sell one of my books today. It is called North Carolina Crossword Puzzles. And the reason that was is a long time ago they came out with this extra duty, extra pay. And they'd pay you about $300 to do $1,000 worth of work. And then by the time taxes came out, you didn't get very much. So I decided I'd do my own extra duty, extra pay. And I was teaching 4th grade, and there was very little out to teach North Carolina history at that time. So I started making up crossword puzzles, and I sent them to Broadfoot's one day. And they said, yeah, we'll publish them. Just make us up a title page, cover page. And I did. And so they still send me a check every 6 months. So my extra duty, extra pays kind of paid off. And then I've done a lot of genealogy books. I've done 1 volume so far on Mother's family, 2 volumes on Dad's family. I did a little mini book on my parents, my siblings' life on a small rural farm in Kentucky. And I did 20 of them so that each one of my nieces and nephews could have one. And then I did 3 family scrapbooks for myself, but I compiled those into one for each one of my nieces and nephews, and including pictures and things that we had. And that way, if something happens to the house or something, those pictures are out there. And it is amazing when you really start searching. You can find the earliest picture I have, I think, of me was one of my ancestors, grandfathers, who was born in 1826. And strangers, will have them because they had the same ancestor way back there. And in genealogy, it's in Gambrella, it's the most interesting things is, number 1, I hear from people all over the world. And number 2, people from all over the United States contribute articles for it. And what amazed me the most one time, there was this guy, I got this letter, and it said Bev Gamble, and I thought it was a woman, Bev, Beverly. So anyway, he and his wife had been from Texas to Clay County searching for the roots, and I had donated a little book there to the Genealogy Society. And he had seen that. And he started the letter, "Hello, cousin." And anyway, he wanted a copy of that book. And to make a long story short, in a couple of years, he and his wife and 2 of his brothers and their wives came from Texas to Tennessee for vacation. And they came over to Wilkes County and spent the day. And their grandfather and my great-grandfather were brothers.
And I'm sure you're using the computer for all your genealogy, but did you use the computer for your crossword puzzle?
Yes. I did. That was when I was first learning. In fact, I did it on the old Apple. Because I first started learning the computer in 1985, and I did it on the old Apple. And then, of course, we're to the place now we have a his and hers at our computer at our house, and everything is on computer, and then it goes into books. So as far as the articles published, I've done a zillion articles for the Genealogy Society here in Wilkes County and for Clay County, Knox County. I still have some more I could do. Bios in the early 70s. I was listed in Outstanding Young Women of America, Who's Who in North Carolina, Personalities of the South, and I was Outstanding Teacher at Head Night School one year, and this and that and the other. So I have gotten some recognition.
What do you consider your most important contributions in life?
Probably teaching, helping others. And in doing genealogy, you see this little tiny paragraph about most people's lives. And it's not, how clean you keep your house or how much money you have in the bank. It's really what do you contribute to others on a local, a district, a state, and a national. And that's what I've always tried to do, is do something at the local level, at state, and at the national or beyond level. And Mother Teresa once said, most of us can't do great things, but we can do a lot of small things. And that's what people remember. It's not, how nice you dress or anything like that. It's what are you doing to make life better for others?
Do you have anything else that you want to add to your interview?
I think that's enough of my entire being.
Okay, thank you, Vicki. That was great.